Hello, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day, and we have another scholarship. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Where have you been? There are lots of materials already on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. Is it the US? Is it Canada? Is it the UK? Is it Australia? Is it in Asia? So there are several opportunities here. Just look around, and I'm sure you'll find something that interests you. And of course, if you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. I'm on a mission to get you a scholarship as soon as possible with your cooperation as well, of course, with your hard work. So let's move straight away to the business of the day. Today we are in the US, as usual, in search of master's and PhD opportunities, and we are at the University of Oregon, Oregon University in the US, in search of master's and PhD opportunities. So we are on the graduate page that contains the basic information, basic things you should know before you begin exploring. And first off the bat, let's talk about application fees because it's one of the major hurdles for international students. It is said here, as you can see on your screen. Let's make this a little bit bolder. So it is said here that for domestic applicants, $70. For international applicants, $90. That's a lot of money, actually. So, what do you do? How do you get waivers? Are there waivers for international students? Well, fortunately, there are waivers. So, let us look at them and see what we can get and check, particularly for international students. So, there are lots of things here, mostly for home students or US students or permanent residents. So, let's look for international. Yes, we found something on international students. Can you see it? Yes, I can see it already. So, need based international applicants. The Division of Graduate Studies offers a limited, mind you, limited, so probably first come, first serve basis, limited number of fee waivers for international applicants with significant financial need. Applicants must be nominated by their prospective program for a fee waiver. This is also very important. Applicants must be nominated by their prospective program for a fee waiver. So, program applies on behalf of the applicant. Program submits applications in Slate. So you have to go through the program you intend to apply for. You cannot apply on your own for an application fee waiver, but tell your program. So are you in chemistry department? Are you in biology? Are you in political science, anthropology? You have to go through your department and make a case, and then they get you an application fee waiver. So you have to be up and doing. Write them an email, and I'll be showing you how to do that soon. So let's move forward. Before we go to the departments, we're back on the graduate page where we started. And my eye has also caught something, and that's the English language proficiency requirement. Yes, that's another issue for a number of international students. Do I need to write the TOEFL or the IELTS or which other exams? These exams are expensive. Can I get a waiver? So let's check whether they are waivers. So let's do this together. So let's click on this as well and open the tab and check. So the usual exams are here, the TOEFL or the IELTS and the minimums. But then check out the second or the third line. Is about people having bachelors either from the US or these countries, Australia, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, or the United Kingdom. It's a very small list. So what happens? What if you studied in Kenya, for instance, or Nigeria, or Ghana? What do you do? And pay attention to the first line up here in the first paragraph. This sentence: a satisfactory proficiency in the English language is required for admission to the University of Oregon. All applicants for whom English is not the native slash primary language must show proof of language proficiency through one of the following. Emphasis on native or primary. So if English is not your native, it's still probably your primary. So the language you spoke while in school, for instance, primary school, even nursery school, primary school, secondary school. So that's probably your primary language. So that is the case I want you to make if you've been speaking English, the English language from nursery school. So there's also a clarification here that a language native slash primary language is defined as a language you used as a primary language in your childhood rather than learning it as a foreign language. And for me, I don't know about you, but English wasn't taught as a foreign language. French, perhaps, Spanish, perhaps, but not English. English was something we were speaking even as children, even though we had our own what they call it, mother tongue. English was a lingua franca. It's still the lingua franca of my country. So you can always make that case that English is the primary language of your country, and with that, you um, hope to get an exemption. However, there's another thing, there's another wrinkle to this. If you claim English language is your primary language, you will need to take a test, not the TOEFL or the IELTS here, these ones, but a test within the university to make sure you can actually speak the language, you can actually teach in the language, you can actually study in the language. So usually you're given an assistantship when you get into the university, when you get admission. Usually they give you an assistantship, meaning that you have to probably teach in the English language. And now there's an internal English language testing tool at this university, and that is it here for those employed as graduate employees. Yeah, you get to do this test to prove your spoken English proficiency. So let's click on the link and see where it takes us to. So this is the test that you will do, but that is when you get in. So if you do not submit the TOEFL or the IELTS, this is like the alternative when you get in to demonstrate your English language proficiency. I think this test is about $35, but it gets waived if you get a graduate employment. So graduate assistantship, your the internal language test is a speaking test administered on campus. The fee will get waived and you will take it, I think, via Zoom. So don't worry about this yet. Just claim that English is your primary language. And then when you get in, you can take this exam to demonstrate your proficiency. And I hope that is clear. So let's move forward to we've checked for the application fee waiver, now English test waiver. Let's go to the departments. Remember that you have to apply through the department if you want to even get a waiver in the first place. So let's check out for the departments, the different graduate departments. Of course, here you can also get more info whether you're an international applicant or a US applicant. There are lots of other links on this, what they call it, on this website. So just check around in your free time. So we'll just go for the essential ones because of time. So let's go to the different courses. Let's go to academics. And then we'll go down there. Let's go to the doctoral program, PhD program. Just to re-emphasize what I said in the previous videos, the PhD or doctoral degrees are funded more than masters. You might get into a master's program and there's no even funding, but for most PhD programs, you get funding. And you can move directly from a bachelor's to a PhD. So you can always skip a master's and just go straight to a PhD. Because during your PhD, during your first, second year of a PhD, you often get a master's along the way. So why not just go for a PhD since it's better or more funded? So now I've opened the tab for doctoral programs, and there are a number of them here. So let's just take biology, for instance, for an example. Let's see what is happening in the biology department. So this is biology. You can see the deadline is on December 1st. Usually these applications would open like either early or the middle of September. So it's often good. This gives you like a summary of what the course is all about and the applications requirements. You can see the different requirements here. But it's always good to go to the course website itself because there you get the details, the minute details of what is required. This is just like a general page. So this is the course page. And already you can go to how to apply. Of course, it's good to read around and see their area of interest, their areas of focus. For the sake of this video, we're going straight to how to apply. This is for undergrads, but we're going to graduate. Admissions. So how to apply graduate requirements, admissions requirements for the graduates. And then let's open this. Let's see what it brings up. So how to apply? I've already seen here that GRE scores are no longer considered for application review process. So that's good. For biology, you do not need the GRE. What are the other documents you need? You might just read through this quickly and see um, what documents you need and the application deadline as well. So here I still carrying 2022, and I think they mean 2023 here. So this needs updating. There is also a frequently asked questions section where you get like, do you need to send an email to a faculty member? So these are the different research groups. You're meant to click on these research groups and find someone who is interested in your area of research or whose area of interest interests you rather, and send the person an email usually and get a green light from the person to before you start applying. So read this on your own. I think you'll be fine. Application fee waivers. There's also information here. Please go through it. We talked about this already in the main what they call it. We talked about this already initially in the graduate page. So look at this and see who you can contact. You get all the contacts here as well. So you can start applying from here. So who do you need to contact when you're looking for what they call it, application fee waivers? So you can see the documents you need to submit. You can see the documents you need to submit. And then quickly, you can see things about the waiver, waiver instruction. Read closely. Then you can always go to contact. Go to contact and see and ask more questions if your question hasn't been covered already in the information already provided. So go to contacts. There are no emails here, just telephone number, mailing address. But if you scroll down, you see the graduate coordinator, assistant graduate coordinator, or program coordinator. Can always send this person an email and ask questions. And usually they're quite friendly, especially if the question has not been answered already on the website. You can always send them an email. So it is appropriate, for instance, to send them an email that you're an international student in search of application fee waivers because it's quite high for you. $90 is quite a lot of money for a number of people, and see what he or she says and the procedure, the code they give you to get a waiver. So that's biology department. Remember, different departments might have their different regulations as well. So this is biology. Let's go back there. This is biology. And we can check for other departments, but let's look for funding first in biology. This is still biology. Let's check funding. What do they give? So very good paying for doctoral students here. So I can see that you already received, you can see tuition, you get, where is it? Yeah, this is the stipend of close to $30,000 per year. So that's a very good amount of money. Of course, you get your tuition waived as well, so you wouldn't have to pay tuition. And this will help you cover the 30,000 will help you cover what they call it, the living cost, and things like that. So let's move. So we've looked at biology. Let's look at one non-STEM program. Let's go to my course, political science. So this is political science, and then let's jump in. Of course, let's go for funding quickly. Let's check what the money issues quickly. Yeah, I think we have to go back there. We're lost. We're back to the graduate page. So let's go back to this one. Yes. This is a glance. Let's take a glance of what it requires. The application deadline is in January, so that's good. A glance of the requirements. And then let's go to the main page. Let's go to the main page. In the main page, you can see things about funding and the rest of them, not actually here. So this is the main page. And let's go to the how to apply. Check for the applications requirements. Do we need things like the GRE? Do we need TOEFL? Do we need IELTS? And the rest of them. So this is it. So remember, we're going to grad school or graduate program. So we'll check admissions requirements for politics. Let's go there. So these are the requirements: the transcript, statement of purpose, writing sample, and they also specify what qualifies as a writing sample. Recommendation letters, English proficiency. We've seen that. And the GRE is optional. CV is also optional for this department, so that's good. And then frequently asked questions, also well covered here. So read through and see what your own department is asking for. Always go for funding as well to see are political scientists funded or PhD students in political science funded. Yeah, I think it's funded. Majority of funding of our graduate students is offered in form of graduate employment appointments. So that's good. The appointments include tuition waiver, competitive salary, and excellent health insurance benefits. So that's good. There's funding here as well that covers everything. So that's good. Check for your own department, check for your own doctoral program, and hopefully you get a similar benefit. So I hope this was useful, guys. Fully funded master's, PhD opportunities at the University of Oregon in the US. I've showed you how to get application fee waivers that check the department. Go to their page, go to their page and see the contact us here and see whose phone number, whose email address you can get and send them the appeal for an application fee waiver. It's always good to contact the graduate coordinators or the graduate programs personnel. Any of these people will do. You can also ask them questions about sending cold emails to professors. Do you need to do that? How early do you need to do that? If you're not getting responses, what do you do? These are the people you contact. So dig up the relevant pages for your own course because I realize that lots of people who are not studying biology or political science. So this is just a guide to spark your own interest and to urge you to do the same for your own discipline. So that is it, guys. I hope this was useful. If you've not subscribed already, please do so. Many more videos are coming your way. Also, subscribing is a way of telling me that yes, you're doing a good job. Actually, continue. So it's like a positive affirmation of what I'm doing here. Tell your friends, tell your family members. And as usual, guys, I cannot wait to celebrate you. Start putting your documents together, start working, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now.